Hello, we're back on the Virus channel. This time for another breakdown with Visions and Ransom for the song Replay. And
Yup.
I want to know, so Visions, was it an open you sent to Ransom? Like, how did it all go down?
I made this open, right? And I didn't know who to get on it. And it's kind of funny. This is kind of how I found like Gun Range in a way, because I was talking to my other friend Lothric, and he recommended me to get Ransom on it. And I haven't heard Ransom yet. So I was like, oh, let me hear him. And then made me listen to some of Ransom's music and then join the Gun Range server. And then I just asked him on call and it just happened.
That's fire. And did you record, Ransom, did you record the verse like in VC?
No, I think I left before. I just did it. I think it took me like a week to finish it. But yeah.
And did you engineer everything yourself for your own parts?
Well, sorta. I used a preset that Lothric actually gave me, what Visions actually gave to
Which is my preset, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much Visions preset.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, for the most part, we kind of like mixed our own vocals. Nothing with the beat though. We just did everything with our vocals.
And who or what was the main influences or inspirations behind the song?
So like, kind of ironic you're saying this because like you just had him on, but like I'm a pretty big like a lot of my sounds from like Funeral. Like if we're talking this scene, it's like Funeral, and Outside. You know, I'm a heavy like X fan from like back then, so a lot of like X's music kind of inspires like my like harsher tone on stuff and all that. But yeah, for the most part, I just kind of get inspired off my friends, and like I try to just do my own thing, I guess, my own delivery.
And, where'd you get the beat?
Oh, okay. So I got this beat off Track Train from S1 Ninja.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is around the time where like I was kind of like I was doing music, but like it was nothing crazy. And I was just like, hey, like my second time spending money on like a song. And I was like, hey, let me just like get this beat or whatever and just get like an MP3 lease. It was nothing crazy, like no connections or nothing. I just kind of bought it.
And what about the cover art? What made you choose that? And it's Call of Duty, right?
Oh yeah. So I've always done like a lot of like Black Ops 2, like everything I do. And I had to go into a trailer because I was like searching up Google, like everywhere, like in class, everywhere, like guy holding up like kill streak tablet. Like I was searching everywhere because like I was like, I already had not the vision, but like I thought he was like going to be looking at it or something. So I was like, all right, I got to find it. I found it in there, and I don't know, I just like to follow the Black Ops 2 thing because it's like a childhood game I used to play a lot.
Is that your favorite Call of Duty?
Oh yeah, for sure, by far. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell or not, but like.
And when you made the song, did both of you know that it was going to be your biggest song, or was it just another song kind of thing?
I mean, like
just another song, really.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that big. I thought I was just gonna get like, all right.
Like when you record a song, like obviously I thought it was good. I was pretty proud of my verse at the time, but you just don't really expect. I didn't expect it to go that crazy.
I thought it sounded corny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Like at first I thought like the hook was kind of corny. I was like, whatever. I liked it though. Like I fucked with it definitely at the end. And funny thing is, everyone in the call, when I showed it to Ransom, like I showed the open to Ransom, and I was just like, oh, you want to hop on this? Like nothing crazy. And that's how I got into Gun Range. Like when Gun Range was still a thing, I showed the open. They kind of just like let me in. It was really like spontaneous, but everyone else seemed to fuck with it a lot. So I kind of like gathered up high hopes.
And based on the answer, I'm guessing you're both happy with how the song performed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
I'm rather surprised.
With how well it performed, do you still think the song's underrated?
I mean, it's nearing 40K. It's nearing 40K streams. I think that's actually insane. Like that's like And I never even imagined I would ever get there before. Like I was over here pulling before that song. My latest song had like maybe like 1,000, like at most. Like I did not, and that was in like a month. Like I did not expect that to happen. But now seeing it now and seeing how much like a lot of people like actually just genuinely like the song, and I could definitely see it like continuing to grow. And yeah.
What about you, Ransom? Do you think it's underrated still?
I feel like when it hits 100K, I'll be happy.
Damn, all right.
And I just want one last question. Visions, why on streaming services is your name ILY Visions?
Oh, okay. So this is I get asked this a lot. So I'm actually going through a name dilemma right now because like I've always done Visions because like back in when I used to play like Black Ops 2, Xbox 360, I'd have my clan name and then Visions. So that was like my thing. And I noticed like if I want to get more like noticed at the time, I couldn't because like Visions was taken by a lot of people. There's like verified accounts called Visions and all that. And I was like, ah. And then I got the URL VIS and I was trying to use that, but I just didn't really like how it looked. So I was like ILY Visions because like I was also at the time like a Minecraft kid, and it was always like the little things you'd put in the beginning of your username, like ILY or WTF. I used to be WTF Visionary. That used to be my name, but I switched it to ILY Visions because it was, I guess, more original or whatever. And I liked how it looked. All right, so once I like bought this beat and everything, and I like slapped it in, I remember for a while I just had no clue how to like approach it because at the time I had like a really I really messed with like Pitfall type music. So that's what I wanted to do. And for this, it was very like different, I guess. It was more like, I don't know. It was more loud, more like, it's better in my opinion. But like when I first like started recording on this, I was just thinking to myself like, oh, maybe I should just like mumble in the beginning. Cause like I didn't really know what to say. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get like a flow or whatever. And I know it's a lot of artists do this too, where they like kind of like do like a little mumble flow to kind of like gain what flow they want to do. But I ended up being like, hey, let me just layer it a bunch of times and make it sound really weird. And I get asked a lot for this part because it's like a really odd part. If you want me to like play it or whatever.
Play it.
I'll play it without the beat. It's just like, here, this is what. Like you cannot interpret. Like I'm just kind of like.
No lie, I thought like listen to the actual song. I thought that was like most of that was part of the beat. Not gonna lie.
Oh no, this is how the beat sounds without it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This was a really painful process because like all these layers, I live with my parents and my sister, so when I'm making like these like weird barbaric noises, like they're like popping in my room and they're like, what's going on? Because I'm like over here like mumbling and like I like sound like this. Like it's like all this. Like see, it just sounds like, and I'm like laughing over the beat and just kind of like.
So each layer is kind of different.
Yeah, and then all together, I just kind of like put them together, consolidate them, and like throw on like a phaser or whatever. But I just played around with a lot of the plugins and whatnot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I would just kind of do these like little buildups, and I kind of like this is what started me for doing a lot of like those little buildups or like breaks that I do in a lot of my stuff. I don't know, like in a lot of my other music, I have like really weird sequences where I kind of just like mumble and all that, and this is kind of what started that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then yeah, like moving on to like the verses and whatnot. See, like this is gonna sound really like out of the blue, but I used to rap when I was like really young, right? When I was like 5, I'm talking like really young. I know this is like crazy. I don't know how this is gonna connect, but my dad is like used to be a rapper, right? So he would teach me how to rap and whatnot. So I'd kind of be big on like wordplay and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like let me just think of like some cool like clever lines or whatnot. So this little part here, like I like this part a lot. I'll just like play it. It's like
Bloody face, bloody torso, I ain't punctual. But I forward slash to his calling like I punch a wall.
I thought that was like I always like try to break this down for people because I'm like I like this line a lot. This is like probably like one of my most lines that like kind of stand out the most because I say here like I'm just gonna do a little lyric breakdown, but like I say like bloody face, bloody torso, I ain't punctual, and then like punctual, and I say but I forward slash through his colon like I punched a wall. Cause like forward slash colon, they're like punctuation. And I said like, I ain't punctual. I don't know. I was just kind of like,
I was deep.
Wordplay.
I had it on repeat earlier, like, cause I knew it was doing this. And like, yeah, that was definitely one of the lines that stood out to me.
Yeah. Moving on, like, I just kind of like tried to follow the energy of the beat and whatnot. And this is when I also started doing this a lot, or like, the stuff with the beat and whatnot, because this is not what the beat originally sounds like. I'd kind of just cut it a lot. Like I would do like a lot of stuff to the beat. That sounds really weird alone, but it sounds good with it. I don't understand why, but it's like out of key. It was like an honest mistake. Like
that's hard.
Yeah, that kind of so like. I already know what we're getting to, so I'm just gonna get to it now. The VHS part. Yeah, I had a feeling it's like half the interview.
Wait, so the VHS part is just 2 layers? That's it?
Oh yeah, it's both of my background layers, kind of, and I just kind of like moved it up one. But here it sounds like this. I mean,
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I just felt like I'm also like I should have said this as well. I'm pretty inspired by like Exodus too.
Mm-hmm.
Like XO, so you know, like XO like, used to do a lot of stuff with like the flanger and whatnot. So I was hey, let me just put the vibrate on.
Is that what makes the voice like wobble almost?
Oh yeah, it kind of like it's like the flame. It's like I use the flanger plugin and I kind of just click vibrate, and it starts like wobbling around. It's nothing really crazy. It's just like I don't know. I thought it just sounded really cool, like when the beat stops, and I still get like called like VHS all the time. Like, like that is like the highlight of my like career. It's just being called a VHS guy. Like it happens.
And the song as a whole, did you write the song? I assume.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Okay, so I have a process where I open up a notepad. I know a lot of artists do this too, and I'll just write down one line. Then write down another line and then do like a line by line, you know? So like I'll write this line down and I'll say it. And I'll write this line down and say it. So and I guess I should also go. Yeah, I like to work as I go because it kind of just keeps like, I find it helps me a lot with like flowing because I can kind of just build off what I did before. And I don't really like, because when you write stuff, words are like really bland sometimes. And you got to know like the diction of like how you're going to say it and whatnot. So I like to just go as I go and kind of just like maybe mumble out a flow and then write to it or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And how long would you say it took for you to do your part?
Maybe that's a good question. I would say like maybe 2 hours probably. But like if I'm only counting like the rapping part, like without like all these layers, it probably took me like 30 minutes. These layers, like I feel like I should talk about this too. I do this in a lot of my music, but like these layers are like the death of me because the preset saves them, but I will be screaming in my room at like 3 a.m. in a really high octave. And it's to the point where like my voice is like rupturing like out of my like esophagus. Like it's really bad. Like it's what it sounds like with just the layers. Like it's very, I don't know, you can hear like the strain in my voice kind of, but the preset kind of saves it. Oh no, wait. It's more near the end. Like right here. It's less here, but I just really started doing like aggravation on like, and I would basically record the song 3 times if you like put the math together. So
sounds like aggressive.
Yeah, it's very aggressive. It sounds much quieter than it was. Trust me. Like, trust me, I was getting a lot of complaints. Sister was like making fun of me and whatnot. But
and when you did the VHS part, did you know like was you like, yo, this is hard as fuck, or was you kind of like, it's whatever?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was so cool. Like I thought it was sick. Like I did it, and I'm like, oh, this is so hard. And then I got called like corny for it a few times. I was like, yeah, but like still, it's hard. I don't know. I definitely liked it at first, but it definitely caught up to me in terms of like getting low-key your ass through it. But it's like funny. It's like all jokes, and I love it. But yeah, it's about all for my part, except for like this last part, I guess, where I kind of just like stuttered at the end. And I would usually do this. I just wouldn't know what to say, honestly.
And you have no ad-libs in the whole song?
Oh yeah, that's the weird thing. Yeah, I just don't do ad-libs. Like I've never done ad-libs for any song, like all of my music. I just do no ad-libs.
That's fair.
That's
probably rare, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, my like random like really high-pitched screaming kind of adds on to it.
Okay, so when Vision sent me this open, I feel like when people send me opens, I like to listen to it a little before, just so I kind of have an idea of what I'm like gonna do. Because I don't really get a lot of time to record. I live in a household with 5 other people, so I gotta kind of keep it down. But I kind of had the idea just to start off kind of aggressive, and this was recorded back in like December, I think, right? Yeah, December. So
yeah, around that.
I had the idea just to kind of come in aggressive, because my music at the time didn't really sound anything like this, but I really like experimenting and just branching out and trying new things. So and this was my, I think, second time using this preset, but I knew I wanted to come in aggressive, so I just said this right away. I think this was my first one of my first days. What I like to do is at the time I didn't have my interface set up correctly, so I just mute my microphone while I record so I can't hear myself. So I think I'll do like multiple takes, but like you can use some of these.
Yeah, Rex coming in. Yeah, Rex coming in. Yeah, Rex coming in. Yeah, Rex coming in. Rex coming in. Now they trying to be my friend.
I think I had a similar effect on these 2 takes to kind of match Vision's energy, because I don't really use other effects that much, but when I heard the VHS part, I felt like I needed to kind of add something in. It's subtle. It's you can kind of hear how these 2 takes right here, kind of, they're a little quieter. I don't know, it's a subtle effect that.
Yeah, Rex coming in. Rex coming in. Now they trying to be my friend. You is not my friend. Didn't learn his lesson. Me and Vision spinning back again.
And sometimes I like to take off layers to add a little more tension.
You is not my friend. Didn't learn his lesson. Me and Vision spinning.
And I also do layers like Visions, but at the time I was still kind of getting used to layers, so these sound like really goofy, but it sounds good in like context with everything else.
Yeah, Rex coming in. Now they trying to be my friend. Didn't learn his lesson. Me and Vision spinning back again. Yeah,
and at the time, me and Lothric, who Visions mentioned earlier, actually he shouted me out in one of his songs, so I felt the need to. So I shouted him out in the same song title that he shouted me out in. He has a song called ACOG.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm Lothric, hit you with the ACOG.
And that's pretty much it.
And
I just got these.
Now go ahead.
I got ad-libs right here, but I don't normally do ad-libs either, but I felt like this was a special song and I felt the need to do them, so.
Whoa, whoa.
Kind of helps transition from like his verse to I also have these beat cuts that didn't really make it. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't remember you sending me those either.
I'm kind of happy these didn't make it. They're just okay. They're not the best, but I was just kind of doing that to give it more balance.
And
That's pretty much.
did you freestyle your part?
I kind of just punch and I'll record a line, then I'll kind of just sit there and play it over and over again until I think of what to say next.
And, wait, scroll down a second. Well, those bottom, are they all ad-libs at the bottom?
They're all ad-libs right here. They sound a little goofy, but they kind of gives it.
Yeah, my friend. Let's go.
But in context with everything else, it kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know, it gives it that
brings
moment.
Wanna be my friend, you is not my friend. Didn't learn his lesson, me and Vision spinning back again. Yeah, and I feel like I'm locked through the kitchen with it.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
What was the hate blog line about?
So I feel
These pussies do the most, man, they really made a hate blog.
these pussies do the most, man. They really made a hate blog. I feel like no one's made a hate blog about me yet, but I feel like if someone were to really do the most, they would make like a website dedicated to like hating me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And
Let me get that vacuum, by the way. That vacuum is mad loud. I don't know if you can hear it or not,
no,
but
that's cool.
I hear it.
Yeah, is there any other lyrics you want to break down or anything else you want to say about the song that I didn't ask or you didn't show?
Well, really, this was just a lot of fun to make. I mean, it took me about a week to record because I gotta just record just whenever I can. Like I said, I don't really get the opportunity to record a lot, but I think it was really cool that just kind of how this song put me onto a lot of other people. Like one of my favorite artists that I like to listen to, Veo, they were showing love like when the song only had like 2,000 plays, so that was really cool.
Yeah, to add on to that, like I remember when we made this song, and like that's what happened because we got a lot of exposure off Nistopia, because Nistopia happened to hear it. Like I submitted it into a stream, and Veo was like hyping it up because Veo was a guest. Veo was like, "Oh, this is so hard. You're gonna love this." They were just going crazy, and ever since then, like it's been like almost like a quote unquote infamous song on the stream. Like Niz has always loved it and showed a lot of support. So that was really good.
That's fire. And I'm guessing you two don't live near each other, I assume.
Oh,
We actually live
madly opposite, like across the whole country, opposite.
So I'm guessing a video's out of the question for right now, I assume.
Unless we do one of those like little janky webcam videos. Besides that, like I don't know. Like you never know. There's one more thing I want to talk about with the song actually that I found kind of funny. What I always like knew was everyone was telling me that it has to be like longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I don't know, like it was not longer than 2 minutes. So that's kind of why I did this part here. A lot of people ended up liking like the part where it's like. I just kind of like put the mention on. I did that little. And then like I kind of put like white noise with a heartbeat, so I'd reach like exactly 2 minutes.
So is that why you loop the hook twice too at the end?
After that, I ended up just doing that a lot. Like that just started. In a lot of my other songs, I ended up looping the hook. I'm trying to like stray away from that a little bit, so I can like start incorporating more of like a verse. But definitely something I used to do a lot.
Yeah, I appreciate you for doing the breakdown, and I'm gonna play the full song at the end of this too. But yeah, I appreciate you both.
Bloody face, bloody torso, I ain't punctual. like shop and never lie. Lie, 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 lie.